What's up, guys? Today I'm going to run you through a shoulder workout that you can do from home. Now, currently, with the situation that's going on, workout equipment is pretty scarce. If you try to get something online, it's usually back ordered. I was fortunate to get some resistant bands, but this can be done using dumbbells, any type of resistant band, kind of anything that you can kind of improvise around the house, such as like canned food or even bottles of water might help you. But today we're going to go over a couple different exercises. One thing I also would recommend, like if you're working out at home, one thing that helps me is I write down the workout agenda on a flashcard. So as you can see, we have military, lateral raise, upright row, T's, and Y's. So because we don't really have like heavy weights or stuff that we're accustomed to using at the Claremont Club, you kind of got to change your routine up a little bit, do supersets, go high repetitions, really focus on volume to kind of make up for, the lighter weights or bands, to still kind of get a pretty efficient workout. And it's not the same, but it's definitely better than nothing, and it's something that you can do to the best of your abilities. So first off, we're going to start off with the military press. All right, so if you have a band, you're going to step right in the middle, about shoulders width apart. What I like to do is I grab on the inside, that way it doesn't get tangled behind the arms. I'm going to come up to the bottom of my earlobes and press directly towards the ceiling. We're going to go for a set of 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and rest. So it's important to also take rest breaks in between. Make sure that you're drinking some water and just kind of focusing on kind of recharging the muscles. It'll also kind of just help you get better repetitions for the next set of exercises. So next up, what we're going to do is the lateral raise. So that's going to focus on the medial deltoid. Same concept, kind of step in the middle of the band. This one we can have our feet in a little closer. Okay, make sure that we're even on both sides. Okay, from the side view, make sure that your hands are right about your pocket level. From there, we're going to get a good grip, chest up, shoulders back, coming straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and rest. Okay, so going back to the workout card, we did military, lateral raise. Next one is upright rows, and then T's and Y's. And I'll explain what those mean later on. The next one, upright row, is going to focus on medial deltoid as well as the trapezius. the main premise is to get a wider grip. A lot of times this exercise can cause shoulder pain if we're gripping too close together. It's just kind of an unnatural movement. So what I like to do is get a good grip and kind of pull so my fists are right on the sides of my chest. Okay, and I keep my elbows up nice and straight, getting a 90-degree angle between my upper arm and my rib cage. So if you have a band at home, what you're going to do is you're going to step about shoulders width apart on the bottom of the band. And then from there, instead of just pulling straight up, what I like to do is cross the grip. So I'm essentially making an X. From there, I'm going to have my chest up, my shoulders back, take a deep breath, stand up tall, and pull right to the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that was a little unique because of the crisscross grip. You can really only do that with the resistance band. But if you had dumbbells, you can still make the same motion. Obviously, you're not going to cross your arms in front of each other, but rather, if you had dumbbells, hold it at the waist, pulling up, kind of keeping the same distance with your hands spread apart, because like I said, the closer they are, the more risk you have for developing a shoulder impingement, aches and pains, and you kind of want to stay away from that as best you can. So the last one on the sheet are T's and Y's, and so it's more of a lightweight exercise. The whole premise is to focus on the rear delts, the mid traps, kind of like right in between your shoulder blades, and the main goal of it is to strengthen the upper back so our shoulders come back and then we have better posture. And it's something that I've really been trying to be disciplined doing, every time I'm doing either shoulders or back, just to not neglect it, because a lot of times, especially guys like doing bench press, a lot of overhead stuff and above the chest stuff, our shoulders are going to start coming in because our chest gets so tight, the muscles get all wound up and pull our shoulders forward, and then all of a sudden, now our posture's like this. From there, you can get a lot of knots in the traps behind the shoulder blades, and it's just really uncomfortable, can cause tension headaches. So it was definitely something that I really tried to do every workout, upper body, kind of just mix them in at one point or another. So the main thing about T's and Y's, so a T, I'm going to be 90 degrees, okay, so from the upper arm to the rib cage on both sides. And the goal is to have our hands in tight, and then I'm going to rotate with my hands coming up, okay, in the supinated position, where that means the palm is facing the ceiling. And I'm coming out this way. But to kind of get a little bit more resistance, I'm actually going to do this leaning forward. So take a deep breath, okay, bending at the hip, so I'm going to be leaning forward. I want to make sure my back is straight. I don't want to come in and have a rounded back, because then I'm going to feel it in my lower back. So tailbone out, kind of like we're boxing out for a rebound. Okay, out, hands in front, thumb side up. Take a deep breath, and coming up. 1. Now when I get to the top, I'm going to pinch my shoulder blades together. Coming back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and rest. Grab some water. Okay, so the next exercise is going to be the Ys, and that's very similar. We're kind of targeting the same muscle group, okay, mid-trap, rear delts, and instead of coming out 90 degrees, so instead of having the 90-degree angle between our rib cage and our upper arm, we're actually going to move our arms up to 45 on both sides, so literally like I'm making a Y. So from back here, so you can see, instead of here finishing this point, we're going to be coming up in a motion 45 degrees out, looking like the letter Y. So same setup. We're going to have shoulders distance apart with our shoes, tailbone back, slight bend in the knee. I don't want to have locked legs, but a slight bend in the knee, an athletic stance. Okay, hands up, thumbs pointing towards the ceiling, and then we're moving our arms out 45 degrees. Okay, bring them back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and rest. Grab some water. So even with no weight, that was just strictly body weight, you still get a little bit of a burn, and you can definitely feel that the exercise working. Now, if you have dumbbells, you can implement that on the T's and the Y's. My personal recommendation is, if you've never done them before, do just body weight, and as you feel more comfortable as far as like keeping the arms in the right plane of motion and right starting and stopping point, then you can go light weights, start with the 5s, and I would pretty much just keep it at 5 to 10 pounds tops. But this will definitely be an exercise that you can implement on your upper body days, as far as just bringing the shoulders back and correcting your posture and limiting the knots and any kind of tension that you have in the shoulder area, in the neck, especially kind of right now during the pandemic. People are working from home, going to school online, doing Zoom classes and whatnot. So if we're sitting down all day, every day with our shoulders in, it's only a matter of time till we start developing a lot of tension in the traps and in the upper back. So this is something to counter that and to just feel more flexible, and over time bring the shoulders back. And it's definitely a work in progress, something that I still need a lot of work on, but slow and steady wins the race, so just keep chipping away. I want to review the exercise for shoulders one more time. Okay, so we have military, lateral raise, upright row, and T's and Y's. And for today we did sets of 15. Now if you want to get a complete workout, what I would recommend is 3 sets of 15. Kind of reduce your rest periods in between sets to about 45 seconds to a minute. And then that way, you don't lose the form and don't develop any injuries. It's kind of a safe way to work out. But I hope this video is helpful, and continue to work out at home and do the best you can with what you got. Make the best of the situation, and before you know it, we'll be back at the gym. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a nice day.